Hello my loves, what's up, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, and this one is all about your month ahead for January of 2022. I cannot believe we are making 2022 videos right now. Like, this is just crazy. I feel like 2021 went by really fast. But yeah, I can't believe it's already here. Woo! So this is gonna be all about your month of January. And if you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work. So over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we have different crystals that correlate with each pile if you guys like to choose with crystals. So, whoops, number 3 really wants to come out. You guys probably have a lot of energy over there. So for group number 1, we have this beautiful pink ocean jasper. For group number 2, we have this beautiful amethyst cluster. For group number 3, we have this beautiful agate angel aura heart. And then over here for group number 4, we have some really beautiful amazonite. So again, take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card. And then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading all about your month ahead prediction for the month of January. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into today's video. All right, so group number 1, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for January, so let's get started. All right, so group number 1, we have the Ace of Wands, the 4 of Swords, the Devil, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the 4 of Pentacles right here as our cards for your month of January. So the Ace of Wands means that there's going to be a new inspiration kind of like coming in. There's this new beginning, new feeling, energy at the beginning of January. And it makes sense that we have this card starting us off because a lot of us in the new year get this sort of great feeling of like a new fresh beginning, a new fresh start. And I really think that you guys are going to start off the new year in that way. And I also think that there's possibly been some like internal dialogue, some internal thoughts that have maybe been harsh lately. And I see you guys actually breaking through and breaking out of that and wanting to start really moving forward and acting on your goals rather than just thinking about them and planning them. I think that there's been a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, a lot of contemplation, a lot of ideas about what you desire to do, but not as much action yet has been taken. And I think in the month of January, you guys are going to finally get inspired to actually take action. And maybe we've been even confused about what action exactly am I supposed to be taking right now? What does the action look like? Like, I can think about what it is I desire or the state of being that I want to get to, but how do I actually do it? And where do I find the motivation? All that kind of jazz. That is going to be coming out in January, the motivation to finally do stuff, to finally get up and taking action and get moving on stuff, rather than just sitting and contemplating. There could also be something that you've been contemplating for a while that you feel attached to, but you kind of want to disconnect from it. But maybe you feel like, oh, I'm stuck with this. I'm kind of like stuck in this certain scenario. And again, this could be a mindset, or this could be a physical situation that you're stuck in. It could be with a particular person that's making you feel a little bit stuck, right? So it is a general reading. It could be multiple different things, but there is this sort of emotion that makes you feel like it's hard to move forward right now. And January is about breaking free from that and kind of starting to get a lot of new ideas. I think a lot of inspiration is going to come your way, group number 1, in January. Tons of new ideas, this fresh beginning, and I almost think that you guys are going to get inspired to sort of like become a new person, essentially. There's this new inspiration of like, I kind of want to renew myself, refresh myself into a new thing or a new topic that I can explore, or a new version of yourself. There's like a new version of yourself that's emerging. And I also think that there's going to be a big focus around either finances or money near the end of January. And this could be around business, or this could be even around investing, because the 4 of Pentacles a lot of the times deals with investing. Like, how am I going to invest in myself? How am I going to save for the future? How can I watch my finances grow? There's a lot of thought here around, I want to make my money grow, and I want to maybe have like some evergreen income that I don't need to work for as much. And so I do think that there's going to be a lot of new ideas and inspiration around developing this and exploring that topic more and taking action towards it. So actually putting your plans in action. So you're actually going to be doing the investments, building the business, doing the things that you're planning to do that is going to build a lot more financial security and just a lot more security in general to where we feel more comfortable. Okay, so lots of new energy coming about, and I really see you guys working on yourselves a lot. These two cards next to each other can symbolize a new diet as well. So maybe we're wanting to explore being a little bit healthier. Maybe we're wanting to just explore healthier money habits. Maybe we're wanting to explore like a sort of more solid lifestyle, because I think that you guys have gone through a lot of change recently, which is probably why you guys maybe feel stuck by a certain scenarios, because internally you guys are changing. There's been a lot of different shifts, and we just need to begin to adjust ourselves to accept those new shifts, and so we can move into those new shifts rather than feel stuck in our current scenario or stuck in our old ways. It's time to embrace some more change in January and actually go for some new stuff. And I do think some of you guys, this could be a relationship in your life. So this could be like a friendship or a partnership that maybe we feel kind of stuck on, or there's like sort of a scenario that we feel stuck about. I do think in January, you guys are going to find that you have more freedom around this scenario than you currently think that you do. And this could also deal with money too. There's actually more freedom here than you currently think. There's more freedom with money than you currently are contemplating and thinking about. There's actually more here, and there's more pathways to expanding than you currently realize. And January is about realizing those pathways to expansion. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into the next few cards here. So the next couple ones, we have progressions, which is all about the journey. So there's a new journey beginning here in January, okay? Progressions also are us going through shifts. So even though we're still like the same us at the core, we've also changed so much because we've grown so much. We're maturing so much, and so we're progressing through life, we're expanding through life. And this card basically talks about the fact that you guys are also doing that as well, since this card is coming up for you. This would essentially mean that you can't stay the same. You guys have been on this journey of life. Time has been moving forward, and as time moves forward, of course, we go through shifts and changes, and when we're not embracing those changes, it can make us feel stuck. And then we feel like we're between a rock and a hard place, but it's because we need to go along with the flow of change. There's an internal you, your internal soul has been craving something different, has maybe been craving a lifestyle shift, or has maybe been craving like a new chapter of life. And it's time for you guys to embrace that new chapter of life, okay? We also have Neptune right here, which is vision. So yeah, there's a new vision coming in. This is all about creativity. This is about living your fantasy life. So what does your fantasy life look like? What does that look like? It's time to progress towards it rather than staying stuck in the old, because then our soul doesn't feel fulfilled, right? So no longer, let's no longer stay stuck in the old. It is a new year. It is a new you. It is time to visualize what does your fantasy dream life look like and move towards it. Then we also have the solar calm, clarify. So I think that in January, you guys are going to seek some, like a little bit of solitude maybe in the beginning to kind of contemplate what exactly is it that I really want. Let's build that vision. Let's build that vision. Let's clarify that vision. And then let's start taking steps towards it. So let's begin the journey. Like, let's actually start moving towards that, investing in it and giving it time. Put our time towards it. Maybe we're not giving enough time to what it is that we desire, and so it's been stuck. Maybe we're telling ourselves that we don't have enough time. Maybe we're telling ourselves that story because the devil's an illusion, right? So we feel stuck, but we're not actually stuck. We can move forward at any time. It's a story that we're currently telling ourselves, right? So January is about kind of breaking free from that and then moving towards that vision and starting to build that vision. All right, and then the next few cards that we have over here, we have Starseed, what lights you up? So yeah, start thinking about what is it that makes you the happiest? What is it that makes you the most excited? Because it's time to move towards it. January is about actually beginning that. It's no longer like putting it off to the sidelines. It is time to start going there. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So I feel like you guys currently don't feel like yourselves right now. Maybe you haven't felt like yourself for a little bit because your soul has expanded, but maybe we haven't made the changes yet. We kind of haven't caught up in reality to meet those changes that we've made internally. And so your internal self is desiring this new vision, this new journey. So we're longing for it. So January is about finally kind of seeing that and accepting that and realizing, okay, I gotta do it. And then unbound, yes, the unbound from the devil, because here's where we're chained up to the devil, which is an illusion, right? But this is when we set ourselves free because we're realizing, oh, I don't have to be chained to this. I don't have to keep telling myself this story like, oh, it's too late, I should have started it sooner, or it's gonna take so much time, what's even the point? Like, you know, all these things that might deal with time. It is time to release old soul patterns, contracts, past lives. It's time to release and unbound yourself from whatever it is that you currently think might be holding you back. Then we also have play. So it's time to start enjoying life, my love. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So your current problems are not, I'm here to tell you that your current problems are not as bad as you think they are. They're not holding you down as much as you think they are. You can let go of this at any time. Have more fun with life. Don't be so serious about life. Don't be like, oh, I can't do that because of this. And oh, no. Life is fun. Life is to be enjoyed. Life is about, hey, I would have more fun doing this. So instead of taking life so seriously and be like, well, I already committed to this and I can't change my mind now because I already did this and already did that. You can change your mind at any time. Enjoy life. Realize that life is not so serious. Just enjoy it. Be like, oh, hey, I'd rather be doing this right now. So guess what? I'm going to go do that because I want to do that. And my happiness is more important than anything. Because imagine if all of us on this planet, imagine if every single one of us took responsibility for our own happiness and all of us were just chasing our own happiness and we put it in our own hands rather than handing it out to the rest of the world and being like, if this person doesn't do this, then I'm not happy and blah, blah, blah. What if we just took charge of our own happiness and said, hey, I want to go do that, so I'm going to freaking go do that. Our world would be full of people with filled cups. We would fill our cup. Look at the page of cups. He's filling his cup. He's like experimenting with what fills my cup. He has a fish in his cup right here because he's experimenting like what makes me feel fulfilled. What is it that makes you feel the most fulfilled? And it's time to go explore, have fun with life, explore it in a fun way. Unbound yourself from your current limiting beliefs. That's what January is going to be about. And realizing that you can explore it so much more than you currently realize. Okay? So the next two cards, we have Ascension. So it is time for you to finally ascend. We have this energy that's trying to unbound you from your current limitations and lift you up into this new you. There's this energy that wants to lift you up there. It no longer wants to be bound towards addictions, habits, old habits. Like it is time to break habits. January for you guys, group 1, breaking habits. I highly recommend reading the book Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It was so good, and I feel like you guys, group 1, could totally benefit from it if you've not read it yet. But yeah, it is time to be a visionary, group number 1, and it is time to have fun with life and ascend towards those dreams. Okay, and then we also have here the love card. So what is it that you love? What is it that sets your heart on fire? Because January is about chasing that. And in January, you're going to be finding and figuring out what is it that sets your heart on fire? What is it that your heart desires the most? What lights you up? We literally have that card right here. So January is about finally figuring that out, group 1. What is it that lights you up? You guys are going to be finally seeing what that is because you guys are going to be thinking about it, having a vision, clarifying that vision, and then moving towards it. The next two cards that we have Solitude. So this is about you guys releasing yourselves from solitude. Wow, I'm talking too fast. I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, the Four of Swords here that we have is also about solitude. So you guys are finally releasing yourselves from that. Because look at as this progresses, how the journey progresses. It's you guys getting out of solitude and moving into, what is it that lights me up? I'm going to start experimenting and have fun with life. Then I'm going to start making practical plans and investing in myself to build whatever this new vision is. We also have education. I think you guys are also going to be possibly learning something new or desiring to learn something new. Whatever this new idea is, as you guys kind of start experimenting with, okay, what is this new vision that I want to move towards? I think then you guys are going to start realizing that, oh, I need to like kind of learn more about this in order to really create it for myself. So I would be surprised if you guys start studying something new, researching something, learning about a new thing, like maybe learning about investing, learning about like, how is it that I begin this project? How is it that I do this? So that is what we have there. The next few cards that we have these two right here. We have fertility and best possible decision. So January is a month that is full of potential abundance, fertility. You are full of, you're like almost this empty vessel that's waiting to be fertilized with inspiration. Your heart is waiting to be fertilized with inspiration. And January is about finally putting the fruit in the basket so that we can enjoy the abundance of it. So let all take root, seed and sprout, let new life be all about. So it's you guys creating that new life, planting the seed for this new life and actually beginning that journey. And then we again have best possible decision. So help me see what must be known. So you guys are going to finally be getting insights, glimpses about whatever it has been that you've been confused about. And clarity will be coming in. Clarity of this vision about what you really want. There might have been a harsh decision that you guys will have to go through in January, like a big choice here. And it might feel really big, but I think you guys are going to be really happy with that outcome when you guys move towards this new vision. All right, and then the last few cards we have tree. So yeah, let all take seed and sprout, right? Let new life be all about. You guys are definitely rooting yourselves into a new place. The staff, we also have the Ace of Wands under here, which are two of the basically the same card. And this is all about a new adventure, a new journey. And we had so many cards talking about this new journey sprouting. Then we also have lobster right here. This one also deals with fertility and long life and realizing that time, this card talks about time because no matter when you start is a good time. It's just about if you're going to start. It's not about when you start. It's like as long as you start, as long as you begin at some point. Stop worrying so much about time. And then we also have pomegranate, which is all about abundance and enjoying the fruits of life and the seeds of life. Pomegranates have so many seeds in them. So they're very connected to fertility. So some of you guys who are like wanting to start something new, or maybe are interested in maybe getting pregnant even, or just kind of starting a new life. Like it doesn't have to actually deal with like making babies, but for some of you guys it could. But if not, this is just about starting and planting the seeds of this new you. Wanting this to work out. So wanting whatever the seed is that you're planting to really grow and work out. You're not wanting to plant an empty seed and have a plant that dies on you, right? We're wanting to plant a seed and have that grow into beautiful abundance and fruition. And that is what you guys are going to be doing in January. January is about planting the very fertile seed. So it's also telling you that this new endeavor that you're going on, this new sort of life that you're envisioning, is a very promising potential for you. It's a very promising seed that you're planting. It's saying it's a very fertile seed. This is probably going to grow into something very big for you. So that is what we have here. Group number one, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I also want to say quickly, if you guys are interested in investing, and this is not an ad, by the way, I know nothing about investing, but the Four of Pentacles that we had under here with fertility and pomegranate That means if you even plant a little bit, this is just really good luck for investing, is the cards that we have here, is what I'm trying to say. If you guys are interested in it, I think that you guys, this is your sign to do that, just because fertility and pomegranate, along with the investing card, means that it's a very fertile time. So yeah, whatever you've been thinking about it, maybe research it a little bit more and go for it, because this staff could turn into a tree. This seed could turn into a whole tree. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here for you guys. Group number 1. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 2, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be a reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 2, here's what we have for you guys. We have the 10 of Cups, which is actually one of the best cards in tarot, but it's next to the 5 of Cups over here. Then we have the King of Cups, the Star, the 7 of Pentacles, and then the 3 of Swords. So there's a huge, like, magical transformation going on here. Like, there's magical transformation energy in January for you guys, group number 2. And let's just get it. Let's talk about it. So it looks like there might be something that has been on your mind that has maybe been bothering you, or maybe we felt a bit more pessimistic and slightly like hopeless lately. It seems like there's maybe like a hopeless energy, or maybe we've been trying to fix something and it's not really going the way that we want it to, or we're trying to find a solution to a problem that hasn't really been coming up. You know, it's just kind of like an emotional, maybe a bit of an emotional time lately, group 2. But it does look like you guys are going to be going through this magical transformation in the month of January. Okay, so one thing that I'm noticing here is that you guys are going to be getting yourselves to a much better emotional place. And it's almost like having this brand new beginning, this fresh start with the Star card here right next to the King of Cups. It's almost like you guys take back control over your emotional state. And even though we have a lot going on, we're finally like pouring out our heart. We're finally being able to let go of some of the stuff that we were holding on to, because I think that there's going to be this realization, like, I don't want to bring this into the new year. I don't want to start my new year with bringing in this kind of energy, whatever we've been kind of focused on or feeling like we've been weighed down by. And I see you guys focusing on wanting to fill up your cup with goodness. And so it's like we're having this downpour of, okay, I need to release this, I need to release this, so that I can just have this like fresh slate. I can have this new beginning, and then I can start to plant the seeds of what I do want. I can start to intend for what I do want, and I can start focusing on watering that rather than watering what you don't want, rather than watering the other emotions. So I see you guys really focusing on your mental state and really focusing on what makes me happy, what makes me fulfilled, and no longer wanting to spend so much time doing things that are draining you, and finding balance again. With the Star card, this is about finding balance and very much a fresh slate beginning. Okay, so I do see that you guys will be sort of releasing something that has been holding you back. Whether that be maybe we were holding on to emotions internally that we've been really wanting to let go and speak about, or letting go of something in our past that's just been weighing us down and holding us back. As we can see, the 3 of Cups here, or well, it's the 5 of Cups, but the 3 cups that are kind of poured over here is very connected to the 3 swords that we have in the heart over here. And this sort of talks about our mind just kind of going through a harder time. Because the swords are very connected to our mental state, whereas the cups are very connected to our emotions. So your emotions and mental state have kind of been maybe a bit cloudy lately and kind of like rainy. It's been feeling like it's just raining so much. And I see you guys kind of like going towards this new beginning and just planting these new seeds about what it is that you do really want, and bringing yourself out of a darker period. I also see this new year being like a fresh beginning for you to get yourself into kind of a new state where you can have a new beginning in this new year. And I think you guys are going to be very focused on like, okay, what do I actually want to make of this year? And it's not going to be like any of the other years that I had. We're going to finally get to like a good place here to where you're feeling good again. Okay. So I see you guys doing that. And I also see you guys finally gaining motivation around the end of January to work on something that is inspiring to you, to finally start putting energy towards something that you find very inspiring. That's going to be happening near the end of January, where it feels like, oh, I finally have the energy. I feel like I cleared myself. I feel like refreshed. There's a refreshed energy happening around the 20th till the 30th of January, where you guys will finally feel like, yes, I feel like I have this new energy. I can work on the thing that I really want to work on, because there is some sort of maybe like project that I think you guys have been wanting to do and complete and finish and work on. So finally some energy to do that is coming in, and it's going to be great. It is going to be amazing. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the next few cards that we have here. We have some astrology cards. So we have the South Node. So yeah, there's something in your past that is calling you guys to reevaluate it. And it's interesting that we have the 3 cups that I was talking about here that are poured over, and then 3 that's right here, and then the number on this card is 33. So there's a lot of 3 energy, and this can deal with friendships, communication. The 3rd house is very much ruled by Gemini, but this is also about rebalancing and harmonizing it, because together the 33 equals a 6. So you guys are finding balance between your relationships in your life. You're needing to communicate some stuff. Maybe talk about the past with somebody, let go of the past with somebody, so that it's not holding you back anymore, it's not weighing you down anymore. And then over here we have some Capricorn energy as well. So there's a desire to do something, but there's been something on the back burner for a while that you guys have been just putting off. And then finally, by the end of January, like I was saying, you're finally going to have the energy and motivation to work on whatever this thing is, but it's been on the back burner for a little bit. So it's finally time to actually do it and work on it. And that Capricorn energy is coming in near like the 20th of the month all the way up until the 30th, where you guys, I think, are going to be filled with so much more motivation to do this thing and to get this done. And then we also have Aries, so a brand new beginning. It's also, yeah, we have the mountain goat and then we have the ram, and these 2 are just very similar energy in a way. So yeah, you guys are really going to be moving forward and having that new beginning. Like I was saying with the star card, it's like this fresh new reset. And this new beginning where you guys are going to be very much looking towards the future rather than towards the past, because beforehand we were looking a lot towards the past, what has happened in the past, hanging on to the past, hanging on to past experiences. I think that you guys are going to be finally ready to let go of that and just move into your future and focus on your future rather than staying stuck on the past. All right, and then with that being said, the next few cards that we have here, we have the initiation. So rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. So yeah, look at, you're getting out of this sort of like darker period and moving into like through this cave down into somewhere that's light, somewhere that's bright, somewhere where there's inspiration. Because back over here, it was kind of like we're focused on what has been destroyed, what has been kind of like weighing us down. It doesn't look like the best place, but you guys are on the initiation. So you're going somewhere sacred. You're going somewhere new where you guys are choosing, and you have much more dominion over the way that you're feeling, what you're deciding to do. You're no longer feeling like you're being held back in this sort of storm. So there's a whole new energy definitely coming in for you guys in this new year that you're going to be focused on creating and cultivating. We also have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So realizing that how much power you have, and you guys are going to be taking back control over your life rather than letting life sort of control you and your emotions. You guys are going to take back control over that and sort of decide to like let certain things go that have been holding you down. Your vibration is rising. So you guys are going to be getting to a much better mental state, physical state, emotional state, spiritual state. Like all of that is just rising in the month of January. You guys are going to be getting to a much, much better place. We also have protection. So call back your power, cut the cord. So this could be cutting ties with somebody from your past, or cutting away the past rather than focusing on it, for example. Soul retrieval. So calling back your own power, calling back your own energy, and realizing, okay, what do I want with my life? And yeah, focusing on what does my soul want, okay? And then calling back your power, like, I have the power to actually do this and make this change. I don't need to wait for anybody. I don't need to wait for somebody to open up the door for me. I can just do it myself. So yes. Then we also have Council of Light, so divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. So I think you guys are also going to be starting to realize, like, who do I really want in my life? Who are the people that I want in my life? And it's time for me to, instead of being scared of being lonely, I'm just going to kind of go for it. And I don't care if I have to be alone. I'd rather be alone than with people that are not on my same level, for example. But this can also be talking about that your guides are sort of helping you out through this time to sort of initiate these things and help you through this time, right? Because sometimes it's hard for us to make big choices, right? And we wait for certain signs. And so I do think that your spirit team is going to be heavily with you in the month of January, guiding you through this process and helping you kind of rebirth into this new beginning and have emotional confidence to actually do this and to go for it, so that you guys can have this sort of reset and this refreshing new beginning where you guys are letting go of the past and all that stuff. So very good. Group 2. We also have the nature card right here, and we also have transmute. So with the nature card, this is you guys returning back to what is your true nature, what means the most to you. And this can also be physically getting into nature some more, so wanting to just get outside more, wanting to get into a new space, or inviting nature in more. So some of you guys might be attracted to plants, animals, being around that kind of energy more. But also with nature, this is like nature takes its course, realizing the course of life and sort of flowing with life rather than going against the grain, rather than swimming upstream. It's going with the flow of nature. And also bringing up, listening to your own true nature. What is your true nature? How are you transforming? It's time to honor that and allow that. Then we also have transmute. So you guys are going to be transmuting some old energy into the new energy. This is a very powerful card. It's also the worker bee. So I think that there's going to be something that you guys are definitely deeply working on in January, but it's going to be something that you guys are excited about. And I think you're also going to be transmuting this sort of energy where something that you were down about, you're now going to be transmuting that energy into motivation and inspiration to really push yourself forward on whatever this was that you've been wanting to like work on, whatever this project is that you've been wanting to complete. So whatever this is that's happening is going to help you really get motivated and inspired. And it's like you're transmuting that energy to work for you and to be your energizing factor rather than being something that's weighing on you, because there can be two sides of the spectrum. We can allow energy to push us down, or we can allow energy to uplift us, right? And so you guys are going to be taking that energy and allowing it to uplift you. So with that being said, the next few cards that we have for you guys in January, we also have encouragement over here. So I definitely think that you're going to be divinely guided. I do think that there's going to be people around you that are definitely supporting this new pathway. And I feel like even you guys are just going to feel deep down in your soul, like, this is what's right. This is what I should be focusing on. This is what I should be doing right now. Oh, and then we also have one of the most powerful cards in this particular deck, the Magical Map Shifter. So you guys are shifting your map. You guys are shifting your course, where you're going in life in January. You guys are going to be shifting that. You guys are going to be deciding on some new stuff that you want to bring into your life. So this is also just a super powerful card that deals with a lot of like magical energy. So being able to utilize your own magic and realizing, oh, I can have anything that I want. So what do I really want to bring into my life? It's time to shift that. It's time to change my routines. I think that you guys are going to be changing your routines, maybe changing diets, changing like schedules, changing all sorts of stuff. You guys are going to be shifting so much about yourself And I think a lot of it's also going to be shifting unconsciously too, because you can see he's wearing a blindfold, right? So some of it will be shifting unconsciously, some of it will be out of your control, but it's going to be for your divine benefit. Like this is happening for you, not to you. And it's going to put you to such a better place. Like this is happening magically, okay? There's some magical shifts happening in January. There's a lot of magical energy over here. And I was seeing that when I was looking at the star card, because that's a very magical card. And now we have this one. So things are shifting, but for your benefit. Really, this is like one of the most powerful cards. Just look at that boy. Like that is some magic happening right there. And he's unaware of it, but he's actually being the creator of it. So that's also another very powerful aspect of this card. He doesn't even realize that he is the creator of this. So he's blindfolded. He doesn't even realize that he's the one doing all of this, and it's happening very divinely. And then the next card that we have Field of Dreams. Oh, guys. This is another really powerful card in this deck. Field of Dreams. So, for one, pay attention to your dreams. Because anytime a dream card comes up, I believe that it's Spirit also telling us to pay attention to our dreams, because that is where we get a lot of divine messages from our guides and angels and our higher self and all that kind of jazz. But Field of Dreams also talks about a wide open field of anything that you could ever desire. So I think that you guys are almost entering this sort of portal where you guys are letting go of the past, but then you enter this sort of new blank page, just like the star card talks about. Right when we let go of our past, right when we let go of the old, we enter into this blank canvas, sort of blank page, next chapter thing where nothing's yet defined, which means we're open to ultimate potential when we do that. When we flip to a new chapter and nothing's yet written there because we're just letting go of the old chapter and we're like, okay, we're ending it. We literally have a blank page in front of us. So it's a field of dreams. It's a wide open field. What do you want to build here? You could build anything. You could build a beautiful waterfall, a beautiful sanctuary. You could build like whatever oasis thing that you want in this realm. So January is about you guys deciding to let go of the old. And because of that, you are entering this divine portal where you guys can now shift your map. You can shift your direction. Field of Dreams, like bam, okay? Like, whew. It could not be more powerful, okay? So next couple cards that we have for you guys, group 2, we have Safe Home. I cast a circle roundabout. Safety now is beyond doubt. So I think you guys are also going to be a lot more confident making these shifts and making these changes, because maybe before we were scared like that we're going to be unstable, we're scared that we're going to make a mistake, are we going to regret this? This is a very safe decision. I think you guys are going to be much more confident about this in the month of January than you have been before. And then we also have imagination. So imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. As you can see, she's almost painting or something. Looks like she's painting on like a canvas, which is exactly what we were talking about. So now you get to use your imagination, group 2. What do you want to change in your life? You're in the field of dreams right now. What do you want to bring in? Freaking powerful, group 2. My goodness. Okay, so we have the house card and we have the safe home card. So something around home life. Maybe you guys are wanting to change up your style, your furniture. Maybe some of you guys are thinking about some redecorating. Maybe some of you guys are thinking about moving. Okay, there's going to be some new energy around the home. There's new energy coming in here. So what do you want to manifest in this new year? Because I think some of you guys are really wanting to manifest either moving or renovating or redecorating, something along the lines of that. There's a new energy here around the home life, okay? We also have the Lantern card. So this is seeing deeply, going deep within yourself and kind of starting to reveal answers that we couldn't see before, and realizing that you had the answer within you this whole time. And then this is also finding out deeply, what is it that you actually want? What is your deeper purpose in life? So it's illuminating all of those deeper questions that maybe we were once confused about. We also have flower bouquet. This is beautifying something. And we also have the home card and the safe home card when we were talking about decorating and stuff. So there's something here to deal with beautifying something, adding more beauty to it. So this could even be to yourself. So wanting to do something about yourself, like whether that's like, you know, buying some new clothes, new hairstyle, whatever. That could also deal with how you view yourself and wanting to just make this new you, wanting to embrace a new you. Stuff like that. This could also be receiving gifts, by the way. Receiving some kind of gift. And we also have the Cloud card. So it's washing out old energy. So the dark times, the cloud, because when we have clouds overhead, kind of casts a bit of a shadow over us and we feel like it's a dark time. But the great thing about the clouds is also when they rain, they cleanse energy. So it's getting rid of the old. So when you're going through a harder time and everything kind of seems a little bit darker and it's raining and it's like, it's actually a blessing. It is cleansing off the dirt that was hanging on to you that, maybe we didn't even notice was there anymore because we just got so used to it. It is cleansing it away. So even though it might seem like a harder time that you guys have gone through, it's for your benefit. Because also when it rains, flowers sprout. Okay, so there's always gifts after the rain, always, right? And it leaves us with such a clean air and we feel so much better after it rains. Like we feel so good, we're so cleansed. So January is a time in the beginning of going through this sort of cleanse, and then afterwards it's this whole brand new birth, and you guys are in total creative control of it, and deciding what is it that you really want to do and bring in, what is that new energy. So January is a huge shifting transmutation month for you guys, group number 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, and if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, so group 3, what a powerful January you guys are about to have. We have the Queen of Swords, a Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Emperor here. So your guys' month of January is stepping up to something that has been bothering you and no longer letting people walk all over you, setting proper boundaries. There's been something that's sort of, I think, been bothering you, and you guys are stepping up to this new energy where you're realizing, I need to really assert myself. I need to step up for myself. I cannot let people walk all over me. I cannot let people talk to me this way. I cannot let people kind of just, go behind my back or take advantage of me. There's this energy where maybe someone's not being very fair to us. And it could also be because we're not setting proper boundaries here. We're not standing up for ourselves. We're not putting our foot down. And January is the month of I need to put my foot down about this and not let people kind of do this to me anymore. Because it's kind of interrupting your path. It's interrupting you. And I see you guys really starting to, and this could even be within your own self too, right? It doesn't have to deal with somebody on the outside of you. This can also deal with maybe how we think about ourselves, how we treat ourselves, right? So the thoughts that go in your own mind that maybe are holding you back. And so January is about this new mindset coming in and putting better boundaries up and realizing I need to start asserting myself. Because look at these swords, they're just very commanding, right? And even the Emperor just sits in this more commanding position. Whereas over here, it's kind of like somebody's trying to take away our voice. And this could even be us. It could be an aspect of our own selves that tries to come in and take away our positivity or take away our, light, essentially. Because we always have that duality in our own mind that says oh, I can do this. Yes, positive. Yes, I can do it. And then there's that other side that goes, no, you can't. You're never going to be successful at this. You're never going to be able to do this. You're blah, blah, blah. We always have that sort of duality. But I think you guys in the month of January, you're going to be no, I don't want that part of me that's always tearing myself down anymore. And when it comes to other people, it's kind of like putting your foot down and no longer wanting other people to come in your life that treat you that way either. It's kind of like new year, new me, and I'm going to start stepping up for myself, and I'm going to start having a positive mindset, and I'm going to start encouraging myself and seeing my worth. January is about seeing your worth, group number 3, and setting proper boundaries within your own self and towards other people so that people aren't doing this to you no more. Because this is kind of shady. This is kind of some things that maybe, we're letting people take advantage of us, or we're letting people kind of say whatever they want to and not standing up for ourselves. So yeah, you guys are going to be really getting your stuff together. And it seems like you guys have been really patient. The Knight of Pentacles, you guys have been very patient here. You've been patient with yourselves, you've been patient with other people, but it's coming to a boiling point where I think you guys are kind of just like, no, I don't want to deal with that anymore. I want to like be in my own confidence. I want to step up to my own like worth and see my worth finally. And January is about building up that worth. You guys are going to be really dedicating yourselves towards a new you that's very strong. There's this strength that's coming out in January. Freedom. You guys are also wanting more freedom because this bird is really sticking out to me in this Queen of Swords card. There's a sense of freedom that you guys want. You guys want to feel free. You don't want to feel like people are controlling you. You don't want to feel like your mind has control over you anymore. You want to feel like you're in control of your mind. You're in control of yourself. And I feel like you guys want this dedication and willpower where you guys can actually get the things done that you wanted to get done. So group 3, there's this whole new transformation energy coming in where it's like, I want to be able to do the things that I say I'm going to do. I want to be able to stick to the things that I tell myself that I want to do. I don't want to tear myself down and get myself off track. Because I think that whenever you guys have tried to do something, there's been this sort of force standing in the way, whether that be external or internal, right? There's this force that stands in the way of whatever it is that you've been wanting to do. And now, this new year, this January month, you guys are like, I am going to overcome this. I need to overcome this because I can no longer, fall off track of the things that I want to do. There's things that I want to do and I want to do them. So January is about finally getting it. And anytime that this happens, anytime that this force is standing in the way, we're like, nope, I'm going to stay my ground. I'm going to start cutting off the things that are holding me back. I'm going to start cutting off these behaviors, cutting off these mindsets, cutting off these people, cutting off these, it's just like really asserting yourself. And then the Emperor here, this is the card of like, I have willpower and determination and I can conquer anything that I set my mind to. And I have full belief in myself and my capabilities that I can do that. And this is also having a lot of, it's about boundaries, because the Emperor is like this king where people look up to him and people don't try to take advantage of him because he's sitting in a position of power. So it's almost you guys taking back your own power. And look at the armor he's wearing. He is not about to take no ish. He is not about to let his own mindset get the better of him. He is fully equipped, fully armored. He's like, I'm going to do it. There's something that I think you guys are really dedicating yourselves to start doing this year. There's something that I think you guys really want to complete and finish to completion. There's like a whole new you that's birthing, and I think you guys are really like, I want to create this new me and I really want to stick to it to where it becomes my natural state and I no longer let this stuff get in my way. You guys are this strong person, but it's almost like this thing has been opposing you, kind of like stopping you. There's been this obstacle that's kind of stopping you. It's like you guys are just on your path, on your merry way. And then this keeps coming in and is like, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to take away all your power. I'm going to take advantage of you. I'm going to da-da-da-da-da, like there's been something kind of just standing in your way. And you guys are like, nope, taking back my power, getting back on my throne. There's nothing that's going to stop me, okay? So yeah, really powerful energy here for you guys, group number 3. Oh my goodness. So with that being said, let's get into some more cards over here. So we... Look at this next one, guys. This fits in with you guys so perfectly. I cannot even. All these sword cards that we have coming in, look at her, warrior woman. She got the sword. Yes. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? So I think you guys are going to be facing some bigger fears here and conquering them in January, overcoming them. No longer, again, letting somebody walk all over you. No longer letting your mindset have control over you. So I think you guys are going to be really starting to step into your power. This is the card of stepping into your power and facing fears that you once had and conquering them. This means that you're conquering them, and also that you're cutting away something, you're cutting away this thing, whatever this was, okay? And then we also have, I cannot, guys, Look at the next card that we have. We have the boundaries card. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Oh my gosh. We've already been talking about all these things. I cannot even, these oracle cards are just like reinforcing everything that we were just talking about. So yeah, I mean, when people have wanted to steal your energy away, when people have been maybe wanting to tear you down or stop you or whatever, time for boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries in your life? Group 3. January is about actually putting up these boundaries so that people don't walk all over you, people don't take advantage of you, your mindset doesn't get the better of you. Okay? We also have the no card. So wait, postpone, pause, say no. There's certain things you need to say no to, because I think you guys have been a little bit more of a people pleaser lately, or even just, letting your mindset control you rather than being like, no, I am not gonna listen to that. I am going to go for the thing that I want to go for, and I'm not gonna let my mindset stop me. I'm not gonna let these negative thoughts run me down. I'm not going to let what other people say hold me back or control me in what I decide to do with my life. Yeah, this is about learning how to say no, set those boundaries, become this warrior woman. Queen of Swords is just like this warrior woman, and all of it. So good. This is such a powerful reading. The next card that we have is Inner Temple. So devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So what does your heart want? Where is your heart guiding you? Where is your heart leading you? January is about listening to your heart and no longer compromising that in order to people please, no longer compromising that in order to let your mindset get the better of you. Where is your heart leading you? Where does your heart want to go? And it's just, it's time to just freaking say yes, because the Ace of Swords is about saying, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. And saying no to whatever it is that's standing in your way. Okay? Wow. Group 3. This is powerful. Okay, so next couple cards that we have here for you guys is Get Curious. Ooh, so there's something that I think is coming in for you guys to explore. The Ace of Swords does talk about a new beginning, right? And this can be a new beginning intellectually. So maybe we're learning about something new. I think there's going to be something new that maybe catches your eye that we get curious about, that you guys are going to be exploring and learning more about. Because Ace of Swords can deal with reading, researching, a new idea that we're following and exploring. So I think that you guys are definitely getting curious and realizing that, okay, I have this freedom. Again, we have this bird, and the bird was sticking out to me in the background of the Queen of Swords here. So with these two birds, it's like you guys finally have your freedom, because you're realizing oh, I'm not going to let my mindset stop me anymore, nor am I going to let other people stand in my way anymore. And with that newfound freedom, you guys are going to be exploring so much more, getting so much more curious. With boundaries, you think that boundaries would hold you back, right? But no, these boundaries that you guys are creating are setting you free, because you're no longer letting people hold you back. You're now setting boundaries with those things and saying, nope, I'm clearing the pathway. So by you saying no, you're clearing the pathway for you to get where you want to go. And then we also have a sacred sexuality here. This is also a very powerful card about finding out what it is that you really want. And this can also be about saying no to those types of situations, okay? But this is really about standing up for yourself, setting proper boundaries. But also with this one, sacred sexuality is very connected to what are you passionate about? What makes you so passionate? And it's time to get so curious about it to where you're learning more about your passions. You're learning more about what you're passionate about, because sexuality is very connected to, again, creativity and passion. And so you can read this card as being your creative passion. What is your creative passion? It's time to start exploring it more and becoming a warrior woman, setting proper boundaries, or man, because again, it's a general reading. You could be either or, obviously. And then following, what is your heart calling you towards? And saying no to anything that's standing in your way. Okay? So, next few cards that we have here for you guys, we have the Magic Stream. Ooh, so going with the flow. So there's a new flow that's taking you somewhere. Your emotions, your intuition is guiding you towards going for something that we haven't had the courage to go for before. Maybe, again, people, places, things were holding us back, and we're going to be finally setting proper boundaries so we're not being held back by those things. And because of that, all of a sudden this stream is going to begin to flow and take us towards our dream. This magic stream is taking you to your dream. Okay, that rhymes. But yeah, it's like there's going to be powerful guidance coming in that's like telling you like, hey, we need to go for it. And I feel like you guys have been feeling this internal feeling like I really need to stop holding myself back. And I think that there's also been this other underlying feeling of I need to stop listening to the criticism of other people, or, you know, stop letting people take advantage of me and of my energy, because I think that there's been this inner calling that you guys have been feeling for a while. Once you start focusing inward, you guys are going to feel it. Okay? And this is what's calling you to like get past this obstacle so that you guys can reach whatever this goal is, because this goal is going to be huge. Okay? And then we also have the dry desert card. So the dry desert talks about sort of like where you guys are coming from. It might feel like we don't have a lot right now and we might feel very stuck, but there is an oasis waiting for us to get to. Okay, we're walking through a dry desert right now. Things might feel like hard at times, especially with our mindset. Our mindset's been holding us back. Other people have probably been standing in our way, but the oasis is just around the corner. The magic stream is just around the corner, okay? We also have ride the wave. Yes, so ride the wave of this magic stream. Again, your intuition is going to be guiding you places. It's really time to start listening to it. And I feel like you guys have been feeling this for a little while, that there's been this energy that's just calling you towards, you know, go for it, just go for it, just go for it, just go for it. And January is about finally taking that leap. The leap of faith into this magical stream to ride the wave to get to your goal, my love, okay? The next two cards, we have Dream Sweet, Sleep Deep. So what are you dreaming about the most? This is time to be comfortable being you. This is time to protect your own energy. So don't let people walk all over you and steal your energy. This is time to think about, what is it that I dream about the most? What do I want to attain? Okay? This is also about taking your proper rest rather than pushing yourself too hard. So sleep that's deep and lasts till morn, wondrous dreams for days reborn. So it's easier to get to your dreams when you're allowing yourself to relax and recuperate. So it's also remembering that we don't need to be a warrior 24/7. And through this, we'll get the harvest. We need to have the proper balance, right? The proper balance between rest and action. And we also have that, again, the harvest card. So this is talking about being successful, harvesting, reaping the rewards of whatever it is that you guys have been cultivating and doing and growing. So the harvest card promises that there's so much potential here to have a very prosperous ending to this goal. And so does the Emperor. Both the Emperor and the Harvest card are very powerful when it comes to increasing our finances, attaining a big reward, attaining our dreams, lots of abundance coming our way. So yeah, even though it might feel dry right now, even though we might be going through a period of where we feel like we kind of have nothing right now, so much is flowing in, so much is going to be coming, and we're going to be able to harvest that. So with that being said, let's get into our next few cards here. So we have Conjunction, Alliance. So I think that you guys, this card could talk about a new friendship coming in. This card could talk about some sort of connection, but this can also be about you guys getting in conjunction with your dreams of where you want to go. So it's finally like knowing the direction and meeting with that direction, really finding that direction, connecting with that, okay? And when we have a conjunction, it actually strengthens something. So there's something that's strengthening you here, like some sort of mindset or something here that's strengthening. We also have the first house of arrival. So this talks about starting something, starting a big journey. Maybe we're finally seeing, that we just need to take the first step. And that is getting us to our goal. And as long as we keep walking and going towards that first step, then that's going to be perfect. We're going to get there. And this is also putting yourself first. First house, this is about the self. The first house is the opposite of the seventh house, which is about relationships and other people. The first house is the opposite. So the first house is all about the self. It is time for you to focus on you, group 3. This is time for you to focus on you. And find people that support this path. Find people that support you rather than you constantly always putting your energy towards supporting others. It has to be a give and take, right? But it is also a time of you guys focusing on your dreams rather than focusing on other people's dreams. Okay? And then we also have Pisces. So what is it that you dream about? Pisces is all about your dreams. What is it that you dream about? What is your mind? This is time to let your imagination wander. Let your imagination free. Because it's time for you to go towards that. And we had the dream card. This is time to let your dreams start to flourish. Okay, so January, dreams flourishing, group 3. And then we also have the butterfly card right here. This is you guys have been through the cocoon stage. So I think that lately, you guys have been kind of in more of a cocoon stage where you guys are maybe thinking about what it is that you want and kind of being a little bit more internal, more inward. January, you guys are blossoming. You guys are coming out of the cave. You guys are finally starting to take action. This is time to take action. Begin the journey. Take the first step of your dream. It's time to start moving. We're no longer staying behind. We're no longer just sitting. This is time to start moving. Blindfold. So yeah, there could be something in the background that's been holding you back that you don't really see. And also with this is also about, even though you might not see the entire pathway, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't start, because it's impossible to see the entire pathway sometimes. Like, I cannot visualize the road that gets me from here to Canada. Like, I can't see the entire road, but I can see the direction that I need to go in. I know the direction that Canada sits in, and it's me moving towards Canada. So if you have a certain goal that's about, you guys, for example, owning your own business, there's obviously places to start. You can see where you'd need to begin. And you begin with, okay, researching, how do I open up my own business? I need to open a business. And then I need to think about, what is my business going to do? What is it going to offer? How am I going to begin that? How am I going to get those products or services? How am I going to do this? There is these steps. So even though we might not see the entire pathway, even though we might not see, like, how is this going to become successful? How am I going to get to this real end goal? Might not see the whole path, but we see where to begin, right? So this is about also begin, even though you don't see the whole path, because it's kind of impossible to see the whole path. But as long as you begin, it's going to reveal more and more, because then we see the next step, and then we see the next step, because we're already further forward. And then we also have the chain. So what has been holding you back? Group 3, there's been something holding you back. But you're more free from this than you realize. You're literally a butterfly. You don't have to be held back by this chain. We just think we do. What has been holding you back? There's something that you guys need to cut away from your life. That's why we have all these sword cards. It's time to cut this thing that's been holding you back out. And this, again, could be a mindset, could be a person, whatever. We also have the ship card right here. So it's time to set sail, my love, group 3. It is time to start moving forward. It is time to set sail. It is time to hoist up the sails and start flying over there. Start shipping on over towards whatever this goal is. And then mountain, it's time to begin the climb. That is it. It is time to begin the climb, my love. It is time to begin the journey. Wow, what a freaking powerful reading, group number 3. You guys are going to have a pretty powerful January full of lots of transformation, lots of beginnings, and lots of just letting go and getting rid of the things that are holding you back and not serving you. So, whew, that's what we have here for you guys, group number 3 for your month of January. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 4, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be a reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, so group 4. Ooh, there's so much happening here. Wow, we start off with the Ace of Pentacles, which talks about a new beginning, a new journey, a new opportunity coming in. Maybe it's like us realizing that we want to take an opportunity, us realizing that we want to have this sort of new beginning, go into a new direction. We have the Six of Swords, which talks about leaving something behind. It's a little bit bittersweet. Next to the Ten of Swords, this is something that yeah, it's probably a little bit difficult to leave behind. We're leaving behind something, or maybe we feel like, you know, we need to make a big choice in order to, you know, move towards what it is that we want. So, wow, I'm getting goosebumps right now, you guys. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this. I have goosebumps on my arm. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Nine of Cups, which is such a good last card for this reading. So it looks like in the month of January, there's going to be some sort of like big decision, big choice, where we're realizing maybe we can no longer do things the way that we've always done them. There's an ending happening here, and we're taking on a new beginning. There's an ending to something painful. Something painful is we're leaving behind something painful in the past. And we're taking on a new opportunity. We're taking on this new beginning. There's a solid promise here for a new beginning that we are moving towards, and we're leaving behind a painful past. We're leaving behind a harsh thing that we've been going through and experiencing. And oddly, it comes with a bit of a bittersweet energy, because the Six of Swords always talks about this bittersweet energy where we're like, it's, you know, it's a painful thing that we're leaving behind, and we're excited about it, but it requires us to, you know, really leave this behind and move forward into a better place. But it, yeah, again, whenever we leave something behind in our past, it can sometimes feel a little bit hard to do that. But this comes with a lot of blessings, and I think deep down inside you guys know that this comes with a lot of goodness. We're moving into clearer waters where things aren't so rough. We're leaving behind a rough patch, and we're moving towards clean, open waters that are smooth. We're moving to a smoother place in our lives. The Knight of Cups means that we're going towards something that we want emotionally, like our emotions are calling us to this new place. We no longer want to go through an emotional roller coaster. We no longer want to go through a mental roller coaster, because the Ten of Swords talks about something that's been weighing on us, and this can be a physical thing that's been weighing on us. This could be like a health thing that we've been dealing with. This could be a relationship that we've been dealing with that's mentally been taxing us, that's pulling us towards this sort of like, you know, bad pattern that we know that we need to leave behind. This could be our mentality. This could be a hard mental thing that we've been dealing with. You guys are emotionally like, I'm moving to a better place. My emotions are calling me towards following my happiness, towards following my heart, and your happiness is calling you to leave this behind, to leave and let this go. And it's calling you to start working on yourself. I think that you guys are going to desire to fill your time with something that brings your focus somewhere else. And January is about bringing your focus towards, what is it that I really want to do? What do I want to work on in my life? What fulfills me emotionally? So you guys are kind of starting to chase and go after and work on the things that make you emotionally very fulfilled and can kind of fill up your cup. Because beforehand, we were stuck in something that wasn't fulfilling our cup, but we were just oddly like stuck on it. Or it could be, again, just something that was like draining us. There's something that was draining you, and you guys are going to start focusing on, okay, how can I fill this? And how can I work on this thing so that I don't have to go through this anymore? What do I need to fix here so that I never need to experience this again? Okay, and then this is about getting a wish granted. So by the end of January, I think you guys are going to be at so much better of a place mentally, physically, emotionally. There's some sort of dream that's getting attained. There's some sort of wish that's getting granted for you guys by the end of January, where you guys are almost having this reset. I see this emotional reset where you guys feel so good and accomplished. There's this accomplishment here because these two cards next to each other, this is something that you've been working towards. You have been putting in the work to fix this, to get to this better place, to, you know, create this new life for you. And this is a wish being granted. This is you guys putting in the effort, and that effort is paying off. You're going to see a payoff by the end of January. You're going to see this new emotion getting fulfilled, this wish getting fulfilled to a certain extent. The Nine of Cups is such a powerful, beautiful card about a wish getting granted. So group 4, whoo, this is freaking powerful. Again, I'm getting goosebumps again. I have goosebumps on my arms. My goodness. So this cloud that's been looming over you, look at the sun is shining in this card. There's a pathway we're following. It's kind of like the pathways being revealed to us about what we need to do and where we need to go. Whereas before it was so cloudy that we were so confused. Like there's this confused energy about, what choice do I make? I don't know. What is best here? Am I going to regret this choice? Am I going to, like this card, this Six of Swords talks about as we're moving out of this thing, our mindset might be like, should I turn around? Should I go back? Am I making the wrong choice? Am I going to regret this? No. Because as you keep going forward, my love, as you keep going forward, look at, you're focused on working on you. All of a sudden your pathway is bringing you out of this cloud. Why are we even thinking about, should I go backwards? Should I rethink this? No. Bam. This is leading you towards a wish being fulfilled. It is not time to go backwards. It is time to go forwards. This looming cloud is going to go away. You will not have to continue to deal with this, okay? This is going away. Whatever this has been is going away. You guys are moving to a better place. And better things are coming, okay? So with that being said, the next three cards that we have over here, we have the 8th house of endings and beginnings. This is about mystery. So you guys are moving into the unknown, which makes sense because that's exactly what we've been talking about here. So for you guys, yeah, you're embracing the unknown, you're moving towards it, but the 8th house comes with huge rewards. So it is the house of endings. So anytime that there's an ending in your life, anytime that you're closing out a chapter, that is 8th house energy. This is also the energy of mystery inheritances, is the best way to put it. So for example, if you ever have Venus in the 8th house or Venus transiting the 8th house, it usually brings in mysterious abundance. Like anytime you, let's just put the 8th, let's use this example as the 8th house. So the 8th house is kind of like, say you have a house and it gets demolished in a storm. It's an ending, right? It's an ending that happened. Or let's say we even decided to do the demolishing. Either way, with the 8th house, it always promises a new beginning, always. And that new beginning is going to be one that serves you rather than hinders you. Because it ends, the 8th house ends anything that is no longer serving you. And it brings you a new beginning that you've needed. So, and it always brings you like blessings. You can see the little gems in this card, like all the gems and jewelry here. This is because this card also deals with big inheritances. It deals with, and I don't always mean inheritances because of like an ending of like a death or something. It doesn't mean that. This just means a gift. It always comes with a gift. It'll always give you a gift. It's almost like the universe gives you some type of inheritance for your troubles, right? So that's the 8th house, but it's always a mystery. You'll never exactly see exactly what it is right away, but it always comes with a gift. So the 8th house is such a powerful house in astrology, very powerful place. Okay, so we also have debilitated, discomfort. So yes, just as I was saying, you're going through something uncomfortable. You have been going through something uncomfortable. It feels uncomfortable to go through an ending. It does. It naturally is going to. We can't erase that. But if we keep going, there's a mystery surprise. Even though we have to work through the discomfort, but the universe always promises a mystery surprise. We also have opposition over here. So confrontation. We're needing to confront whatever this is, where we've been holding ourselves back, where we've been stuck in this pattern. We really need to face our fears. This is about facing your fears. Face your fears and go in the direction that you know deep down inside is going to bring you the best outcome. You know it deep down inside. It has been popping up all the time. Okay? As long as we can get out of this cloud, so don't stay in the cloud, don't go backwards. Don't go backwards because that's where the cloud is. Keep moving forward. And even though it's uncomfortable because we're going somewhere where maybe we fear because it's uncomfortable to let it go. It's uncomfortable to get outside of it. Get outside of it. Confront the fear. Go for it. Yes, it's a little bit scary. We have to face it head on. There's something you guys need to face head on. Okay? So, with that being said, the next few cards that we have here, we have the card of you're already doing it. So stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Look at that. So stop overthinking it. Stop thinking about, oh, do I go backwards? Do I go back under this cloud? Do I let this thing weigh on me again? Keep facing your true north. Keep going in the direction that you keep promising yourself you're gonna go in. It's time to make the changes. It's time to do it. January is about stepping into it and doing it. Keep facing your true north. You're already doing it. You're already on the path. So the universe is like clapping for you. They're like, you're already doing it. Just keep going. You're already doing it. You don't need to do anything more other than just keep going in that direction that you know that you're being called to. Just keep on it. Don't go backwards right now. Don't go backwards. Keep going. You're doing it. You're on the right path. Just keep going and you're going to get to your beautiful end result, your gift. The 8th house of mystery and the nine of cups. You guys are going to be receiving a beautiful blessing at the end of this, okay? And then we have the card here of get grounded. So empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So it's time for you to get in your own space. So no more like distracting yourselves with the old patterns. This is distracting yourself with a new pattern, but not even necessarily distracting, because that's not necessarily the best, healthiest way of doing things. But getting grounded and connecting with your true nature, connecting back with your soul, connecting back to what makes you feel the best. You are a highly sensitive person. You are an empath. You feel for everybody and anything and all. You feel for it. So this is connecting with your own true nature again. So you're not being clouded by everybody else anymore. You're not being clouded by other people's energy, because when you do that, you get sucked back into this. So this is time for you to get some time for yourself, to where you can get grounded back into your own energy and you no longer get distracted by other people and other things that are holding you back. Then over here we have the card of dance. So do something to shift your vibration. Ooh la la, this is connecting back to you, your soul, what you love to do. This is putting on music, connecting back with like your own fun nature. It's time to have fun. Enjoy yourself, because when you're enjoying yourself, you're on the right path, you're moving in the right direction. This is time to focus on doing those things. Group number 4. Don't sulk, don't go backwards, go forwards, face your true north, and have fun. Enjoy yourself. Then we have transformation. Ooh, group 4. This is so powerful. So we have things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. You guys are going through deep healing. Things are changing at a cellular level, especially, okay, so if you guys have been dealing with health stuff, things are changing at a cellular level. If you guys have been dealing with a pattern that you guys have been having that's been keeping you stuck, this could be a physical pattern, this could be a relationship pattern, this could be a mental pattern, whatever. It could be an emotional pattern, but things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. You are healing out of this. Just keep facing your true north. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. You guys are going through a big healing right now, a big healing with mystery blessings coming into your life as you keep moving forward. Okay? Then the next 2 cards we have trust and we have the sage. So trust it. You need to trust. This is a time where the universe is calling you to have trust in yourself, trust in your emotions, trust in your the signs that keep coming up, and allowing yourself to just go for it, okay? We also have the sage. Is clearing out negative energy, clearing out the bad things in your life, clearing out the negativity, clearing out all the old stuff from your life. It's time to sage it out, get rid of the bad energy, do a cleanse in your house, do a cleanse in all of that. And this is also knowing your self-worth. What do you deserve in life? Because teeth are always connected to self-worth. So what is it that you deserve? You deserve the world. It is time to sage out the old, cleanse the old. This is time to do a cleanse of yourself, maybe a cleanse of your diet, even for some of you, a cleanse of, the people that you're always surrounding yourself by. Surround yourself with people that make you feel good, that uplift you, that don't bring you down, and then trust in the direction that you are going in and that you're being led in. It's going to be powerful. There's powerful change over here, group number 4. Like, wow. And then the next card, look at the next card we have. We have cleaning house. Maybe it's really time to cleanse and sage your space, because that can refresh the energy so much. But this can also talk about, again, cleansing. Who are we hanging out with? This is a cleanse over your life, a cleanse over your routine, a cleanse over all the things. This is time to clean up your act. This is time to do maybe a bodily cleanse too for some of you guys, a bodily cleanse, a physical cleanse of your space, all of that kind of stuff, because that's going to help you reset your energy and to stay healthy and to stay on track. And then, ooh, this card fits in well too. We have heal the ouch. This is time to heal your wounds. You guys are going through intense healing right now, group number 4. Intense transformation. It is time to cleanse it out, clean yourself, heal the ouch. We also had healing at a cellular level in this card. So much healing here, and I'm seeing so much pink energy, which deals with, again, healing, loving energy, giving yourself love, giving yourself time, facing your fears, and healing, giving yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to heal. Don't go back in the past because it's easy. Don't fall back into old patterns because it's what we're used to. It is time to move forward. Only look forward and allow yourself to heal. Healing is not always the funnest thing in the world, but it always brings us exactly what we need, and it brings us to a better place, and we never regret it. We never regret healing, okay? We also have the card here of spark. As you guys begin to heal, you're going to get, I think, a spark of energy, a spark of inspiration in your life once again. And the spark also deals with magic reigniting in you. So there's magic that is going to be reigniting. There's going to be epiphanies. Spark also talks about epiphanies around situations where maybe we've been confused, and all of a sudden we're going to be gaining clarity on that, because we're going to be gaining sparks of intuition that lead us in the right direction. January is these sparks of intuition and this spark of light that's leading us into the perfect direction. And then the next 2 cards, we have abundance here. So goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. So abundance of health, abundance of wealth. This is promising you as you go through here. Again, we're gaining something with the 9 of cups, the 8th house. There is more fortune here than you realize. You guys are gaining fortune. And also I did peek at the next card that we had, and we had literally had the health card. This is crazy because I kept picking up on like maybe some sort of health thing for some of you guys, and all these healing cards that we have and all these cleansing cards. This is time to do a cleanse. Focus on your health. This is a big focus in January because you guys are going through a massive healing, and it's time to focus on keep facing your true north. You might have to face certain fears, you might have to go through certain things that you're a little bit worried about, but it's healing you. This is healing you. Okay, so it's time to focus on this, and it promises to come with lots of blessings at the end. All right, and then our last few cards that we have here for you guys, we have the feather. This talks about your freedom, gaining your freedom back. This also talks about shedding. So shedding the old, gaining the freedom, to be able to fly again, to be able to go in the direction that you desire. Feathers also are used as writing tools sometimes. So claiming what is it that you want, becoming very clear on what is it that you want, and allowing yourself to shed the old and giving yourself the freedom to fly in your new direction. We also have the wreath, which deals with a celebration. Also, the wreaths deal with like the coronation of something, and it even says coronatus, so it's coronation, crowning something. So it's you guys calling back your power. It's a celebration of a new beginning. It's a celebration of coming full circle on something. It is a celebration of a completion, okay? A new beginning, infinite potential, because circles are always infinite potential. And then we also have the dog right here. This is about being very loyal, so sticking to your path. Become very loyal on your path. Stick to your path and be very loyal to it. We also have the fish, which deals with Pisces, which dreams about, okay, what are you dreaming about? Look at this purple energy here. This deals with healing. This is all the health stuff. And all the healing. This is spiritual healing, mental healing, emotional healing, physical healing, all the types of healing, okay? And the fish is balance, following your intuition. Pisces, which is, okay, what are we dreaming about? What are our dreams? This also deals with holistic healing a lot of the times with the purple energy. And yeah, the total completion, closing out of an old phase and going with the flow, allowing the flow to take you somewhere. The water energy, okay, allowing the flow to happen, purging out old emotion, because when we hold on to emotion, which is the water energy, it can toxify in us. So this is about detoxing ourselves, letting the old emotion out, letting it go, cutting it away, okay? So getting back into the flow and sticking loyal to that path, So that is what we have here for you guys, group number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Again, if you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!